right this second, just as soon as I turn my captioner on.
Wow.
Uh-huh. What?
What?
And as soon as I start, apparently Mog is going to hiss or bother Kate a lot and harass her. Like a bad boy.
I mean, that's just what he does.
That is what he does, but I'd prefer if he was gonna do that, maybe like before I switched what screen we were on and unmuted us and everything.
Moi, ha ha ha. Also, hello everyone. We have a Mick.
We do have a Mick.
Hello.
We have the one and only Mick that I know of.
Is there more Micks?
I mean, there are other
not that I
Micks in
know
the
of.
world.
Are there any Micks on Twitch?
Probably, maybe, I don't know.
Where even were we? I don't remember. It's been forever.
The last thing I remember, we were arguing over flour, and then some rando came and took the flour.
Oh, and then we invited the other person to be on our stream.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Right, the old man took the flower while everyone was deciding what to do.
Yep. Okay, we are not grocery shopping anymore. Yes, we left the grocery store. I forgot whether we left or not, because I think we turned it off right after we left.
Because we were like tangenting the entire time.
You gonna go back to talking about Pokemon? Because at this point I've basically promised people Pokemon tangents.
Well, I mean, I don't know what else to say about Pokemon.
I don't know. Wait,
Have you found any Terra raids that were higher than 2 stars?
No, I think that is. I think they basically took the same thing from Sword and Shield, where as you get closer to end game, those stars get raised.
Okay, so that means that I will have to fight gems.
Yeah, because that's how Sword and Shield work. Is like when you went to do their raids, like at the very beginning it was 1 star, maybe 2, and then as you got closer and closer, then it became 4 stars and 5 stars. But I mean, some of the Pokemon I found in the 1 and 2 stars have been super interesting Pokemon.
I think the last Pokemon that I got was an electric Pokemon that had an electric Terra, so it was not
so it's
really
normal.
Yeah, so it was pretty much normal.
So what the last one I think I found was, and I think Satan was there for that one. Right.
I mean, I was there till the end of your stream yesterday, so yes.
Was a Dragon Terra type Starly. And I'm just like, okay, I'll take that over my normal Starly I found.
That you chucked into the trade system.
I chucked into the trade system, and then I got a Chinese Pokemon, like a Pokemon from China.
A dragon did Malik.
Dragon Terra type Ditto? Why? I don't know if you heard, Mick, but starting tomorrow, Eevee's gonna have a higher chance in the Terra raids. So if you go in, there's just a much higher chance to find an Eevee in there, and all the different Terra options.
Can you get shinies from Terra raids?
I would assume so. Terra raid shiny odds. Let's see. I. Come on, search. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, confirmation you can get shinies and Terra raids. Because somebody literally posted a picture of, I assume they're shiny. Or like so it looks like, yes, we can get shinies and Terra raids. Kind of like how in the Dynamax raids you can get shinies. Which is nice. I legitimately, what was it? One of the first one I did, I was fighting a Pokemon and I'm like, oh, it's Tentacool. That's cool. And then I got to the end, I'm like, wait, that Tentacool doesn't look right. Is this a shiny Tentacool?
And then it wasn't a Tentacool.
But it wasn't a Tentacool at all.
Is it the Toadskool or whatever?
It was a Toadskool. Yeah. And I'm like, what the flip is this? Toadskool? Yeah.
And then I think I told you to name it Bowser.
Yes, you told me to name it Bowser. Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like with the Wiglet.
Yeah.
Which is apparently not related to Diglett, but just looks like it.
Yeah. It's not a Diglett. It just looks like a Diglett. Which I also think I got Wiglet in a. Basically, what happens to me is if I get like a fun like Terra type and I already have a duplicate, like I'll just trade one of them in the surprise trade, and then be like, "What am I gonna get?" And if it's a Pokemon I already have, I'm like, "I'm gonna send it back. What am I gonna get?"
Poor
because
Pokemon
you never
being
know.
Used as gotcha tokens.
Yeah, Pokemon being used as gotcha tokens. I mean, that's how I got the what was it? I got one Pokemon that you and Magic were like, no, don't trade Soma or Suma. But then I had already like traded it.
Tragedy.
I don't know. This is why I have so much fun with Pokemon, is because I do dumb stuff like this.
And I watch you play Pokemon and I go, you don't strategize anything?
No, I don't use strategy in Pokemon. Like, I bang my head against the wall. And either I win or I lose, and then I bang my head against the wall again. That's how I lost one of the gym battles on like their last Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean, you were pretty low by about like halfway through, because that one Pokemon obliterated your team.
Yeah, because it was a water type. And it was like, I'm gonna use my water moves, and I'm like, oh, you suck.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
So does Terra, what is it, terrestrializing, does that get rid of dual types and just makes
I
it
believe
a
so.
type?
I believe it makes it that singular type.
Interesting.
Which allows for a bit of strategizing, because you can...
That thing you don't do?
Well, yeah, the thing I don't do. Because you're able to then just swap types and either use other moves super effectively, or you have different weaknesses.
Right.
I think it's really funny that at the beginning, Nimona was like, terrestrializing is always a solid strategy, and it's like, no, it's not.
You can only do it once per Pokemon Center visit.
Which I kind of hate.
I do kind of hate that too.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's supposed to be like your ace in the hole, but like,
I mean, and that's the thing with like with the Dynamaxing and everything. Like, even in like Sword and Shield, you could only do it in certain fights. You could basically only do it in the raids and in gym fights. So it was kind of just like, at least it's a compromise being able to do it a little bit more at least than Dynamaxing, because Dynamaxing was kind of worthless in Sword and Shield. I feel like, at least in the story of it.
I mean, yeah, at least you were able to terrestrialize against that one.
Oh my gosh,
Sableye.
that's Sableye. Yeah, in like one of, was it the first stream or the? Yeah, it was like in the first stream. I ran into like a level 37 Sableye when I was like level 21, and I basically just terrestrialized my starter, and then was just like, keep spamming fire, and it kept
Still
doing
nearly died.
kept doing non-hitting moves most of the time, and then anytime it did a damaging move, took me to 10 HP.
I think it was 20 a couple times.
So I basically just war of attrition this Sableye because it just was like, I'm just gonna mess with you.
It was like, quash. It was basically a Miyamog. Squish. What if I just squash you down?
So I've been having a hard time catching Pokemon, even when they're weak and have status effects.
You might be a little annoyed to hear this. That might also be a thing about the gym badges. Because they specifically do say like, oh, with this badge or with this number of badges, these level Pokemon are easier to catch, so they might have a higher or lower catch rate because they're like, you're not strong enough to catch these Pokemon, or you're not like far enough. Like you can, but like it's gonna be harder.
Even though I have a level 40 Pokemon that does listen to me. Despite
Jeez.
having
Alright.
Jeez. My starter just hit 30?
What starter did you pick?
Fuecoco.
Oh, I did too.
Nice. I don't have the final evolution yet. I literally don't know anybody who chose Quaxley.
Because it has
I
Trump
thought
hair.
someone did. Yeah.
Sorry, I just look at it every time and I go, this duck has Trump hair.
Literally everyone I know, it seems either chose Fuecoco or Sprigatito.
Yeah.
Because they're
The
cute. and
Quaxley's
don't remind people
evolution
of Trump.
is... I think it's probably the most drastic.
I have not seen any evolutions yet either,
I'm gonna look.
other than my own, and I have seen the second level of Sprigatito.
Oh my gosh.
Have you seen the evolution of the Pokemon that is pretty much just salt?
Yes, I got that yesterday.
NACL.
Yeah, when we caught it, because it's literally just based on salt, we named it NaCl, and then yesterday when I was streaming, it evolved into the,
There's another
I don't
one,
know
though. You still haven't reached.
into its second form, and I'm just, Satan was like, this looks like it's from Minecraft.
It does look like it's out of Minecraft.
I mean, it really does.
Middle form looks, at least from the front, straight out of fucking Minecraft. Mallet confirms having trouble catching stuff.
My starter's 52, good lord.
To be fair, Sharky, you'd also be farther if you weren't sticking to like only playing on the stream.
Oh, I would have probably been done with the story at this point if I was doing it off stream.
By the way, who's who on the game that's actually on the screen right now?
I mean, I think when we started, I know I was still Naya.
Uh-huh.
The rest I don't remember, is up to you two.
I'm fine with anything. I don't know what you had going on before I showed up.
We winged it.
I'm gonna claim narrator this time, for fun.
Alright. Then I guess I'll be Ash. That's her name, right? Ash.
I don't remember.
So, something like that.
Ash Ketchum?
Is retired.
He's not retired yet.
He should be.
I mean, yes, but he's also still 10 years old.
So about that coma theory.
Younger and the newer stuff.
Yeah, because of the new art style, he looks so much younger.
So about the Pokemon coma theory.
That is such an old theory now.
I know. But I like that theory. And if he's still 10, I think that is the only fucking explanation.
What was it? I think there was a like short before one of the Pokemon movies, or I think it was a short or it was an episode, I forget which, that it had Ash's birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
So like being like, yeah, it's been a year since he started his Pokemon journey. And then I think it was like in Alola when they started doing that series, they're like, yeah, Ash, a 10-year-old kid.
So about that coma. It was the short in front of the third Pokemon movie, the one with Entei. What's up? It's me again, catching up on Nice Noms. No comments. Save your crit for the end, please. What? Crit? Critical hit? Yeah, I mean, the really bad insults on the comments are crits, right?
Oh no. What's my HP at?
By the end of the stream, 2?
Yes, ma'am.
We're making shakshuka today, folks. It's one of the top requested recipes on my...
Yes, Sharky. On your?
Patreon.
Is that like Patreon, but for Batman?
Batman doesn't need a Patreon.
I know he doesn't. But is it like Patreon for Batman? Maybe it's for the Bat Kids, okay?
They don't need it either. He's got enough money for all, like, 6 of them.
Is it Patreon for Alfred?
Now, Alfred probably needs it.
Depending what his salary is.
Just for therapy. Which is weird, since it's maybe the easiest thing in the world to make. I think maybe the cast iron skillet psychs people out. My brain didn't want to read psychs.
You turn to your guest, who is all suited up in a spare apron, hair pulled back from her face more cleanly than before. Her skin tone is close enough to yours that you are able to share your foundation, which you know you're not supposed to do, but whatever. As mentioned earlier, you don't have herpes.
First, let me introduce my lovely assistant. This is Ashley. Ashley, say hi to everyone.
Hi, everyone.
I literally just met Ashley an hour ago. This is 100% real and not fake.
She's telling the truth. We ran into each other at the grocery store. I know by saying 100% real, not fake, she made this sound absolutely fake. But it's real.
We really have Mick here? Whoa.
We really have a mech.
100% real. Not fake.
No,
This is not a fake.
fake. We met on the internet.
Uh-huh. A not fake Mick. I think a fake Mick would be a Nick.
Ugh.
Probably.
Ugh.
Would be sick?
Are you having fun?
Quick. Say something silly.
Quack!
That doesn't rhyme with Mick.
It's not supposed to!
Oh, darn.
I see some of you in the chat recognize her. That's awesome! Welcome!
Glancing at the chat, it's moving faster than it ever has before. Before you went live, Ashley shouted you out on all her accounts, and the subscriptions are pouring in almost faster than you can keep up with.
That is terrifying.
Yeah. For a moment, you lose your train of thought. You're being hit by so much intense social media clout dopamine, you don't know what to do.
Anyway, let's make shakshuka.
Social media clout dopamine is terrifying.
Social media is terrifying.
That too.
That it is.
As you can see, it's a lot of very simple ingredients. Garlic, of course. Hella tomatoes. Know someone is going to ask in the comments if canned tomatoes are okay. And usually I'm all about taking every shortcut you can. But this time it really does need to be an actual tomato.
No, it doesn't. I use canned tomatoes for this all the time.
Are you critiquing the game?
Oh, sorry, I was supposed to leave crits to the end.
Yes! It's not super effective yet until the end.
Is that when she terrestrializes?
Sorry, I'm just face palming real quick.
Hmm?
You're gonna want to take.
Make cool kid jokes.
I don't think that's a cool kid joke.
I don't know. It seems to me like all the cool kids are talking about Pokemon. See Exhibit A and Exhibit B here in the stream. We've got Sharky and Mick. All the cool kids are talking about it. I don't know.
Sorry,
That'd be cool.
you said cool kids. I'm not. I'm the opposite of cool. What'd you say, Mick?
Oh, I was saying that Satan's really cool.
I mean, Satan is cool. I'm not cool.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, you're cool.
Wait, no.
Sharky is in coolness denial.
Yeah, that's... I think Sharky always says.
Yeah, that's his brand.
My brand is denial?
Uh-huh.
And you're gonna want to take the seeds out, because tomato seeds are bitter. So, basically, any tomato is fine. But you want to avoid the more seedy ones like Roma tomatoes. Seedy? That makes the tomato sound sketch as
Fuck.
seed full of seeds.
Yeah, sketchy tomatoes. Make sure to get the ones from the back alleys.
I was gonna say, you're gonna get the ones you drew on paper?
Don't know how tasty that's gonna be.
I don't know what does paper taste like. whatever. Just don't use Roma tomatoes unless you want to suffer.
I'm really just sitting here like I disagree with a lot of what you're saying, Naya.
Hold the crits to the end!
You hear Ashley huff a laugh next to you. You aren't sure if she's laughing at your cool tomato jokes or just at you babbling worse than you usually do. Unable to help yourself, your eyes flick to the comments. You promised yourself you wouldn't do that, but you're all unsettled from having your usual streaming routine shaken up.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake.
Oh, I wanted to read that as a romantic rabbit. Holy shit, that really is XX Ashbun XX. Do you think they actually just met at a grocery store? Well, of course not. It's just a hook, so we'll all be like, oh my gee, amazing. Then how the heck did they meet? OMG, what if they're dating? You roll your eyes.
You'll need to be normal about this, please. Ashley is my guest. Be cool.
You should have known people were gonna start shipping the two of you immediately. Your fans are just like that. God bless them.
So about that shit, don't ship real world people.
Yeah. I will forever just find it really weird. Like they're real people that you're fantasizing about? What? Apparently in some interview, the singer of Black Veil Brides was asked about fanfic or something in general, and he was like, yeah, once there was this fan who like printed out their fanfic of him and gave it to him at a concert, and I think he read through that and was like, yeah, I don't think fanfic is for me. Which, it's weird enough that you're gonna write fanfic about a real person, but then to print it out and bring it to the concert, to hand it to him, is just like, how would you feel if someone did that to you?
Yeah.
Also, people who ship, like, band members with other band members, and I'm like, so you're fantasizing about people getting together with, like, essentially their friends and coworkers, and you don't know them, and what? Fanfic about oneself, especially if you didn't write it, is not meant for your own eyes.
Oh, what'd you say, Mick?
Oh, I just thought that's weird. Writing fanfics about real people.
People do it.
People do it. I feel like it's so uncomfortable. Especially because a lot of fanfic gets into more adult territory, and it's like, okay, now you're writing this kind of thing about real people that you do not know, hooking up with other real people that you do not know, and that's just... ugh. Or about yourself. And then posting your fantasies about this person publicly? It's one of those things. It's like, okay, guys, celebrities are still real people. And maybe you should consider that that's really fucking weird and objectifying.
Yay, people.
Bitch doesn't pluck her heckin' eyebrows. You flush and yank your eyes away from the screen. This is why you don't read the fucking comments. God, you hope Ashley hasn't seen that. It's true that you don't pluck your eyebrows much, but who has the time? this and I go, I've never had my eyebrows plucked or anything.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't really understand it, but it's a thing. There's a lot of beauty routine things I don't really understand. You get down to it, showing the best way to decore and seed the tomatoes before scraping them into a bowl. You saute the garlic, pop open the tomato paste, and line the eggs up in a row. Ashley is a good co-host. She clearly has a lot of experience talking to an audience, which you knew going in, but she responds well to all your cheesy attempts at jokes and makes them better. She turns out to be a way better cook than she had initially let on. Initially, you just planned to let her slice the bread at the end, but you end up being able to just assign half of it to her. She doesn't get shitty about being bossed around in the kitchen either, which you'd been afraid she might.
Wow, I've never seen this many tomatoes before in one place.
She breaks off abruptly.
Huh? I lost you.
You say it before you remember that you can't lose her, you're in the same room as her, you can't drop her on a call.
Ashley?
You turn and find her staring down at the counter. At first you think she's messed something up, or broken a kitchen implement, and is too nervous to tell you on stream. But then you see that she isn't staring at the counter after all, she's staring at the monitor. God, is your stupid fan base acting foolish again? Then you glance at the screen. One person has taken over the comment section. God, did you forget to limit people's ability to post multiple comments? You are such an amateur. Oh no.
Stupid dumb bitch, she's so toxic. That's why no one likes her, she's so problematic.
You scan it as quickly as you can, lungs tightening up as you read. It's all about Ashley, and none of it is complimentary. In fact, this seems to be a burner account of someone with a personal bone to pick with her. It's just rows after rows of various crimes. She's abusive, she's mean, she's toxic, she's a bully, she's problematic. Person posts a link to a call-out post. Alex does his job and gets rid of the slanderous comments as fast as he can, and he bans the person. But right away, a new account signs in and starts repeating all this slander. Beside you, you feel Ashley getting more and more upset. You don't know what to do. If you shut it down, this will be the second live stream that you've shut down early because of drama. Last time it was just your own personal drama that you made up in your head, but still.
Ashley.
I'm fine.
She is clearly not fine. You spit some bullshit about having to wrap stuff up early because Ashley has another stream to get to. You're not even sure what you're saying anymore. Then you shut it all down.
I'm so sorry about that. You're gonna think I'm a total amateur for this. I really should have made it so that you can't post with a new account.
That and banning words, which we have done on the fly, I think. I think we've done it on the fly before, where we banned certain words.
Yeah. Alex told me to do that like months ago, but I keep putting it off. I'm so sorry.
Ashley faces away from you. Her shoulder is shaking.
Didn't I tell you that I'm not mad? Why did you shut it down? I didn't ask you to do that. This is your job, isn't it?
She whips back towards you, face contorted in anger. You take a step back, surprised.
How are you supposed to get anywhere with this if you just break down over nothing like this?
You shake your head.
I wasn't breaking down or anything like that. I just thought you looked upset.
Well, I wasn't, okay?
She yells so loud that you wince, clutching at your head as pain flares up the back of your neck. You've been hovering on the edges of a migraine all day, and this isn't helping. Ashley's eyes lose their fire for just a moment before flaring back to life.
See, that person in there was right. I am awful and toxic. You don't want me here.
She's shouting so loud it rings down off the ceiling. Which is really uncomfortable if you live in an apartment building where your neighbors might be hearing.
Mm-hmm.
I take it you still know all the answers, Mick?
I mean, I know one of the answers.
Alright, so Sharky, what are we picking?
We're not picking yell back.
Uh-huh, okay.
Hey, do you want something to drink?
Have you ever been good when someone else having a crisis? You're not even good when you yourself are having a crisis. Turning to your fridge, you take out 2 bottles of water and pass one over to Ashley. Her eyes are still blazing, but she reaches out and takes the water. She holds it, one hand poised over the cap without opening it. She's looking at the ground. Her volume is more reasonable, voice trembling at the edges. You realize that if she leaves now, you'll probably never see her again. And, okay, it's not like the two of you are besties. You've known her for about 2 hours. But still, you don't want her to just wander out into the gloomy Saturday with that look on her face.
Listen, I'm not gonna pretend I know what's going on with you. Or like, after school special you or whatever. But you seemed pretty nice to me until that person rolled in and started being a dickhead. So you can leave if you want, but don't leave because you think I'm going to kick you out or anything. Because I'm not.
Ashley is still staring at the ground, but something in the set of her shoulders tells you that she's listening.
That stuff you were telling about sounds pretty heavy. If you want to talk about it, that's fine. But if you don't want to, that's also fine. We can just chill.
Ashley finally pops the top on her water.
That sounds good.
Okay, now the stream's over, so now you can critique.
Using like store-bought like tomatoes fresh for shakshuka, I'm just like, but then you have like, she's like, oh, de-seed it, and I'm like, the seeds are fine. I feel like the peel is worse. Having the peel in your shakshuka sounds worse, and if you don't want that, then you have to like boil the tomato a little bit to make it peelable, and that's just, no, use a fucking canned tomato. If you really don't want the seeds, you can strain out the seeds from the canned tomato, but I am not going to the effort of peeling my own tomatoes. I am buying canned peeled tomatoes.
And this is Satan's cooking critique.
It is.
Come back next week and you'll probably hear more.
I made knockoff shakshuka like 2 days ago. This
So
is because
perfect.
I was having, yeah, that was after D&D, because I had lunch at about 4. So by the time we finished D&D, I was like, I'm not really that hungry. And then I was like, Mango, are you very hungry? And she's like, no, not really. And so I like put away my grocery delivery, and I just went, okay, well, we'll just have this, but with no bread or rice or anything. It just as tomatoes and some vegetables and egg.
Did you
That's
both
pretty
do
good.
your level up stuff?
I
How much
have
stuff
not
do I have to
yet.
do?
I haven't either. I mean, HP, proficiency bonus increase,
Oh, that.
changing all your numbers.
Oh, because Roll20 took care of most of the stuff related to proficiency and stuff. But I did have to update parts from my cheat sheet.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think you might get more sneak attack damage, and I think
I
you
do.
might
Yes.
get something for
I
your
get more-
particular band of rogue.
Yeah, I get more sneak attack, and now I can finally do the mental calling as a 4-way call so that we can have all 4 of us on one call instead of like, all right, operator, we need to switch calls now and pass along the information. Which is good for everyone else because Sewell is not a reliable operator.
Yeah. I mean, I have to do like some of my increases. Do you get anything for? Oh, you get uncanny dodge. Ooh, that's gonna be so helpful.
I hope so.
Well,
And
using your
I
reaction
get-
to have damage,
And
like
I did my shopping. And my shopping
I-
was for an invisible thing. So no one knows what I bought.
I don't know what I'm going to get is the problem.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy this and it's gonna be like all but 1 gold left.
Oh, jeez.
I have 1 gold left and some silver and copper or whatever, but like 1 gold. After I sold a handful of things to make room in my inventory anyway, but it's invisible.
Wow.
So I'm just like, yep. So as far as anybody can tell, Sewell blew all of their money on absolutely nothing. Let no one accuse Sewell of being good with their money.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna get for. Like, what I'm going to get is the thing.
I told Royce, and Royce was like, oh, that's great. People are just like, oh, what'd you get with your money? And so it's just like, oh, it was too heavy, so I just tossed it.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe that in a heartbeat. Yeah, Soul gets uncanny dodge. Einarm gets second attack, which is gonna be great.
Yep, that will be awesome because I'll be able to do 4 attacks if I want to at some point.
Yes.
And you have a mount now.
Yeah, and you have a mount now to do all your cavalry
I
stuff.
do, and I'm gonna have to figure all that out.
Julie's gonna get 3rd level spells. All my spells upgrade to 3rd level.
I feel like I have very little to actually do for this level up. I just gain
your
some
big
things.
thing is uncanny dodge, which is
And extra sneak attack.
and extra sneak attack because now you do.
Now I have 3d6 sneak attack.
Yes. I mean, your next level is gonna be really good for you because you get more expertise. You get 2 more expertise.
You know, with my current expertise and proficiency, I have a +10 to stealth.
Yeah. That is what rogues are. You have high dex,
Sneaky,
and
sneaky,
with double
sneaky, sneaky.
proficiency, you have very high stuff in what your expertise is in.
Yes, I have a +8 to intimidation. I have a +10 to stealth.
Yeah.
Let's see. Was that my expertise. Was that on my expertise? That might be on my expertise.
Yeah, you only have 2 so far.
Yeah. Intimidation and stealth. Soul's a fucking nightmare to deal with.
Yeah, and then at level 6 you get 2 more.
Yeah.
So you'll have a thing. You'll have a max of.
And
4.
literally half the skills I currently have proficiency in. But ironically,
Yeah.
I have yet to use the Cybolstered knack at all. Like, whatsoever. I have not used it. I probably should have at some point. I have not. Someday I'll get around to it. But yeah, what was it? I updated that. I get oh, my spell DC thingy thing. I think.
Yeah, because that's that you add the proficiency, so that will go up by 1.
Yeah. Which is
Yes.
still not very much, but it's something.
Talk TNT to me, friends. Today is awful. My heart is breaking. I feel like I'm dying. Feed me friendship. Oh.
Would you like friendship in the form of shakshuka? I don't think I can send you shakshuka halfway across the country, but I can critique their shakshuka recipe.
I've never had shakshuka before.
Neither
It's
have
pretty
I.
simple. It's basically like tomato sauce and eggs. Like, you just take eggs and crack them into tomato sauce and cook them in the tomato sauce. Kind of like you're poaching it, but not exactly like you're poaching it, because it's not completely like covered in the tomato sauce. It's not boiling in the tomato sauce. But like kind of like that. It's good.
Maybe I will try to make it
And
someday.
it's pretty simple.
I don't stuff it.
Made a really decent vegan version where the egg was substituted with other things. Yeah! I feel like even if you don't have the egg, like, it's a pretty solid dish. You just put like vegetables or something. As if you're making a very chunky tomato sauce full of other veggies, which is essentially how I used to do pasta sauce when I was in like college. Was I would just dump frozen vegetables into my tomato sauce for pasta, and then it would be really hard to eat the vegetables. But it was tasty, so it didn't matter.
Huh. Interesting.
Well, of course, the spices for shakshuka are different.
Huh. Interesting. I was looking at, cause my pact, I can have I have specific spells based on the pack that I can choose, and the 2 ones that I can choose, cause I get level 3 spells now, are clairvoyance and sending. Sending is so not useful for me, because you send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature you are familiar with.
Wait, what's that?
You could send messages to the dragon.
I'm not gonna send messages to the dragon. As far as I know, I'm done dealing with the dragon. Like, the only, like...
It's a good thing we left before Sewell made another mental link with the dragon. Like, hey, by the way, you want to tear apart the city?
Like, the only thing that would be very useful with would be, like, I could do that to Sereth or somebody.
Not if I know anything to say
still
about
has unfinished business to take care of in the city.
I feel like, now that I'm thinking about it, in hindsight, maybe Sewell should have been like, hey, by the way, dragon, we heard of some other people that were plotting against you in the city. What if you just rampage around the city? Patrolli's already worried about a rogue dragon in the city, and Sewell's like, but how can I make him worse?
No, I mean, if the city ends up destroyed, I don't care.
I just want to kill the guard captain lady.
We're gonna be run out of town if you do that.
We have to leave anyway.
We might have to come back.
For the dragon.
No!
Okay, so here's what I'm hearing. We come back. We killed the lady. We go to the dragon. We tell the dragon that the lady was plotting against him, but we took care of it, but the rest of the Stone Guard are also still plotting against him. He kills the rest of the Stone Guard for us. And probably like a good portion of the city just gets destroyed in the process. Then, as he's tired, we kill the dragon.
That's not how it works!
I like that. We can try to kill the dragon.
Soul's like, how do I destroy every city I pass through?
Oh, maybe we can summon the Demogorgon. That would.
No!
How do I cause
So
the
many
maximum
things.
amount of chaos and destruction without dying myself?
We shouldn't be summoning the Demogorgon!
Why not?
I think we should summon the Demogorgon.
Why?
We
So
should've
you
let
can
them
die fighting the
finish.
Demogorgon?
No! So the Demogorgon will cause chaos. The guard captain will come out, and while she's fighting, I will smash her. I can actually stab her in the back with my lance. I have a lance
You
now.
cut very literal backstabbing and
Yeah,
also
I can actually
figurative.
stab her. Or I might switch to my warhammer so that I can just bludgeon her.
No, I like the delicious, beautiful irony of she gave you access to the armory in which you bought the lance, which you then used to kill her. I think that's beautifully, not exactly poetic, but
Yeah,
vicious?
I think so.
Vicious.
But we shouldn't be summoning the Demogorgon!
I.
Okay, so
I
we
would
sick
like
the
to see
dragon
the
on her!
dragon. What if the dragon fights the Demogorgon?
Alright, DMs. Dragon versus Demogorgon. How strong are they respectively?
No!
I mean, we've seen what the dragon can do.
We have.
And we've seen what the Demogorgon can do!
We have. I think the dragon seems like he might, question mark. I mean, we haven't technically seen him move off of his horde. I'm just saying, I think Sul and Einrim are both down for, like, the dragon to die at some point.
Do that after the campaign ends.
Post-game quest, Sul and Einrim just go around murdering the leader of every town.
Go for it. Have a blast.
The dragon might actually have a shot in another 900 years or so. I mean, 900 years to a dragon.
Mosquito at this point, so that I can.
No.
Done.
Unless we power level Patchouli another, like, 7 levels.
Alright, how do we power level?
We can't!
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can get a wish spell and wish for Patchouli to be strong enough to bring Bupido back.
You know what I would do with a wish spell? Wish the Demogorgon back to where it came from.
Can you do that?
What if someone just summons it again?
Well, I guess.
Kill the
That's like the only
Demogorgon
way
might
to
be
get
a
rid of
little
the
bit too
Tarrasque.
far. Yeah, it is the only way to get rid of a Tarrasque, is to get it to 0 and then wish it. Kill the Demogorgon, super fast leveling. You know, that is true. That would be very fast leveling, killing that high of a CR creature.
There's our power leveling. So that we can kill
we
our
be able to
true
get
foe,
close
Bupido.
What'd you say, Mick?
Said, would we even be able to get close enough to the Demogorgon
No.
without just dying?
No, we couldn't.
I think
Heck
it would
no.
move its arm and we'd be dead.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. It would swing its like arms and then we would be paste. So unless we use the wish to make the Demogorgon as powerful as like a chicken, like
That sounds fun.
Yeah, then we could be able to deal with the Demogorgon.
Also, I don't know if it's Courtney and Royce over there, or just Courtney, or just Royce, but in any case, thanks for putting up with my stupid questions in which I sold perfectly normal things that most people should have, so that I could make room for absolutely nothing.
I need to figure out what to even get with the money.
I was just like, okay, what do I need to sell? What can I sell? These normal clothes? I don't need normal clothes. I have a costume. Who needs normal clothes? These common clothes, chuck them.
It's like 350 gold. That's a lot of money.
You're
But,
back here.
what do you get for 350 gold?
I believe Royce posted a handful of things that you can get.
Yeah, but like some of the stuff that might be like
Or
pretty good.
Right, let's see. Royce also told me a magic weapon, +1 magic weapon like a dagger, short sword, rapier, 600 etc. is 600.
Yes.
That's +1 to all attack rolls and damage rolls. A ring of swimming is 300. There's a potion of water breathing, and apparently there's an oil of slipperiness. And man, I said I was gonna hang on to the shinies. I think I'm still gonna hang on to the shinies. I also appreciated the big pile of arrows right after she got back from buying a big pile of arrows.
All of my money on that.
So she still bought that.
Yeah, I mean, you got a mount, which is going to be super helpful.
Yeah.
See, I was like, hey, what about this item? How much is like this item cost? Because this could be helpful. Oh, that's like 800 gold. Crap, I don't have that much. Kate, you can buy spell scrolls if you want. If you can find around 800 gold, there might be something fun for you. Yeah, I figured there'd be a cloak of protection there for 800 gold. Or something equivalent.
Scrolls, or do you not have that ability?
I'm a warlock. I can't write scrolls as far as I know.
Decided Eldith
Right, I
actually
think
needs
that's what
80
it
arrows
would
after
say.
that last fight in which most of them missed.
What'd you say, Mac?
Oh, I said I think that's wizards that write
Yes.
scrolls and stuff.
Yes.
What do scrolls do?
One use spells. As far as I remember, there'd be one use spells. I could be wrong. Ba-ba-ba.
Okay, so they're like my statue.
And no, they might not be one use.
I thought they were one use, but I could be wrong.
Oh yeah, once a spell is cast, the words fade and it crumbles to dust.
Yeah, wands are the ones that have the
Multiple use. Yeah. So like, yeah, I could buy some spell scrolls if I wanted, I guess. I don't know what spell scrolls I would buy.
Fireball.
Fireball? I don't think I can do Fireball spell scroll.
You haven't casted any bonfires in a while.
No. Oh, it is a third level
What
evocation.
about the arson?
How much would a third level spell scroll be? Because that would be fun. Because then, yeah, I could theoretically cast Fireball. I mean, what I could spend it on, I could spend it on, like, potions and alchemist fire ingredients.
I will need you to make alchemist fire for me, so...
I mean, yeah, I do have 3 of them. I don't know how fast that runs through alchemist fire
I have
uses.
one because I spent the other one setting the patch of mushrooms on fire.
Yeah, I have the components to make 3. And Royce was like, they take about an hour to make, and I'm just like, cool, I have 8 hours of downtime each night.
Wait, how does reading books and stuff work?
What, you just read it during downtime.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's you're just reading a book.
Well, you gotta read it over a couple of, I guess, night sessions or whatever to get all the info.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take a while to fully read the book because,
That's
like,
what I'm asking.
you're not
is,
gonna be
like,
spending,
I don't
like,
get
10
the whole
hours.
8 hours. Do I get any of those hours for reading?
I mean, you'd probably get like if you do
I think
2
you get,
hours
like,
of watch.
2, yeah.
Yeah, 2 hours of watch or any downtime, because it's technically like 10 hours.
What time is it in our daytime right now?
Oh,
Do
it's
I
like
have
late,
time to
late
read
afternoon.
a book before we go to bed?
I mean, I thought we were gonna go see the Stone Giants, but you left some
In the
time to
same
read.
day? No, absolutely not.
It's still like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I'm not going to the Stone Giants without a good long rest first.
We're not fighting them.
I don't care.
They want us for dinner.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
I mean, I'm gonna go open that passageway and, like, actually open it.
Look, presently Sewell has a 5-pound book on Underdark Fauna, and I'd kind of like to read it, so I don't have to carry around the 5-pound book.
I mean, you'll probably want to carry it around for a point of reference.
What? Is Sewell gonna open a book in the middle of a dungeon?
Do you read a book and then remember every single word it says?
No, then I just forget things and then I put it away and then I never read it again and then I just have forgotten that information. But I got some of the information. That's good enough. What? Also, why is my captioner just like not adding line breaks today?
Royce just
messed
literally
with
sent me info. Thanks, Royce. Darn, Royce.
Darn Royce.
Nope. No fireball for me.
No.
No.
That's a shame. Granted, you would probably be the type of one to be like, well, you know, Iron Rim's still in range, but I can
No.
get these 3 people, so I'm
No.
gonna blow up my too.
No, I
No, that's
Dude.
us.
I do my best not to get casualties.
Yeah, that's us. That's like, someone in our party might get hit. How much HP do you have? You're looking okay? Yeah, fucking do it.
Crap, I didn't realize this was a spell that I could get at 4th level. Oh no, I can get banishment.
I don't know what that means.
Banishment. You attempt to send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence. If they're native to the plane of existence you're on, you banish them to a harmless demiplane. And then basically they're gone for a straight up minute from the plane that you're at.
Does that mean that you could send Patchouli back home to the Feywilds for like a 1-minute visit? Like, hey fam.
If the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on, the target is banished, returning to its home plane. If it doesn't end before 1 minute has passed, so like if it goes the full minute and I did it on Patchouli can doesn't return to us.
So you could just fulfill Patchouli's wish and send her home.
Yeah, technically, I could just send her home and we'd be without a cleric.
I don't actually want to get rid of Patchouli, but I just think that that's funny of a thing that you could do. Would Patchouli be happy or upset if you chose not to do that for her? Or to her? The two of you clean up the kitchen together, tossing the half-finished shakshuka and ordering takeout instead. It's really more of a curry kind of day, actually. Alex always says that for a professional chef, you sure love ordering food. You say that for someone who works in a bank, he sure loves using ATM machines. Yes. Automatic teller machines. He tells you that he doesn't actually make any sense, and you tell him to go fuck himself. Your apartment has a dishwasher, but Ashley doesn't use it. She washes, rinses, and dries all the cookware before finding the places in the kitchen where it belongs and putting it away.
Getting 800 gold sounds really nice right now.
What?
Oh, crap. Wish I had 450 more gold. I just got told what the 800 gold item was. I'm just like, oh boy.
What is it?
Something to make my spells stronger.
Oh.
By a +1.
Wow.
And then also, once per long rest, I can just get a spell slot back.
Wow, it's a real shame Kate and Soul aren't friends.
I would not assume that you would just hand me 450 gold, even if we were friends.
I'm sure Soul could probably steal it.
You say this, but Soul was like, black pearls. Here you go, Patchy.
That is true.
Like, Cade takes fair money distribution seriously. Soul takes money distribution whimsically. Very whimsically.
Anyway. So, this, what stuff happening on screen. The game we're theoretically playing.
The D&D game we're playing? I mean, all three of us here are part of that D&D game, and it's ongoing, so we're kind of playing it.
Yeah, but we're not.
We're just on pause right now.
We're not playing it right this second.
Yeah, we have our week pause, and then we come back. So effectively, it also hasn't ended. So Patchouli also took that black pearl money straight to the blacksmith, and she says she's good. Patchouli also did not distribute that cash, but in fairness, Patchouli deserves that money for putting up with the shenanigans. Also, Patchouli knows that Soul still has one. So if Patchouli was going to distribute that money, it would have gone to, like, at best, probably just Cade, Einram, Eldith. Probably a little bit for Stool.
If I do that, I would just need $200 or 200 gold.
Now, Sharky's doing inventory math, but like a different kind.
I'm gonna have to message Royce tomorrow.
Tomorrow? What if you just message Royce right now?
Yeah, I mean, I need to, like, look at my inventory and, like, figure things out.
Royce also went through putting like weights on everything in my inventory.
Oh, so
like
now
my
you...
whole Roll20 inventory.
Yeah.
With a separate spreadsheet, and then I went and put all those numbers back into Roll20.
Kate's gonna end up with 4 part-time jobs.
And was like, wow, this is very fun inventory. And I'm like, yep. After I put all of the weights into it, though, I was 3 off from the number you gave me. So I just stuck the 3 on, like, that one thing that had the treasure map or whatever the fuck it was. But I found it very funny that the eye stalks that I just randomly decided to cut off apparently weigh a pound each.
Now I'm like, how much are some of these items that I have?
Also, wait, how is the carrying capacity determined?
Your strength score.
Oh, you mean the strength that I have 8?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
My -1 in strength?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, carrying capacity is determined by your strength score.
Alright, so Sul has sticky fingers, but absolutely no back to carry them with.
Let's see.
I also have a poisoner's kit, for which I have essentially little to no use because I don't think I can apply poison onto my, like, psychic daggers.
Your carrying capacity is your strength score multiplied by 15.
Yeah, okay.
And then your push, drag, and lift. Like, you can push, drag, or lift a weight in pounds up to twice your carrying capacity.
Wow.
My carrying capacity is 270.
As the fighter, yeah.
Which is why you were able to just not single-handedly, but single-personally carry that giant egg.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That y'all should have let me destroy because it ended up getting destroyed anyway.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
got stuff out of it.
Well, you got stuff out of it. The rest of us got jack shit. Like, frankly, you're the only one who got any kind of reward for that, actually.
And I don't think we would have gotten much if we went to the fire keepers anyway.
They probably would have given us something. They probably would have given the rest of us something at least, not just you. And I am kind of annoyed at the dragon of like, wow, so the rest of us don't get anything. Okay, well, you could at least let us have a couple kills. And then he did give us that much at least. Which is, like, sad that there wasn't any more gift than that, but fine.
So about the game that we're looking at.
Back when you'd first moved in, you ignored the dishwasher too. You hadn't grown up with one. Me neither.
Sorry for, freaking the fuck out multiple times.
Anyway, so is Cade gonna distribute anything to the rest of us, considering that he's the only one who got a reward from the dragon?
What?
I don't think he will.
How do I distribute a single potion?
How much is the potion worth?
That I don't know.
Because you could still give the rest of us something else on your person.
I don't have anything.
What's that? You have 0 gold and 0 inventory?
I don't have much gold. And all my inventory is mostly books.
Yeah, and I'm apparently the most book smart in the entire party.
Kate didn't grow up in a library. Kate grew up making jewelry.
Sewell also did not grow up in a library. Are you kidding me? Sewell grew up in a circus. That's not a library, that's a circus.
Ah, your local circus library. It's fine.
Local? It was a traveling circus.
I wasn't ready for that.
It's okay.
You take the dish towel from her and start drying while she rinses.
Do you have any idea who that person was? The troll?
Ashley's mouth does something bitter and complicated.
I got a suspicion. No way she'd ever admit to it, though. Someone I used to hang out with, who I know never liked me. And now that I'm not in that group anymore, I'm fair game, you know?
You don't know, actually. You've never had a falling out with a group. You've never had a group to fall out with. Wow. That's depressing.
Is it?
I mean, you have friend groups.
I've also had a friend group break up.
Uh-huh.
Meh.
I mean, I've also just fallen out of a given friend group. And I think they were basically already saying shit about me, which is essentially why I decided not to talk to any of them anymore. And so I think they probably continued talking shit about me, but fortunately I don't care.
I mean, I think most of that the friend group that broke up just mostly stopped talking to each other and just scattered.
Oh no, I know that group still talks to each other, for my case. They still hang out. Why do people suck so much? They just do. I don't know.
So about that Satan interview.
Huh?
So about that Satan interview.
I mean, none of that's touched on in the Satan interview. I didn't talk much about, like, high school. Unlike you, okay? Yours was, like, half about high school. Yeah. Mine was not about high school. No, I ranted a lot about racism, if anything.
Which still applies to why do people suck so much.
I mean, yeah.
So...
I mean, I didn't say I didn't talk about why do people suck so much. It's just, that's a completely different section of people suck. This is why, you know, you're like, I love people, but I kind of hate people, and I'm just like, oh, I just hate them. I just hate people. I don't
say I love people.
I hate people. When I say you, I mean, like, Courtney, I think.
Oh.
I think Courtney was the one who's like, I love people, but I kind of hate people. And I'm like, oh, I just hate people. I like my friends once they're my friends.
Except for me.
Are you saying that I don't like you? Because last I checked, I haven't said that, and you are the one who says I hate you.
I can't wait for the Satan interview, though. Come on. It's gonna be great.
You should keep waiting. You should wait forever. They should never, ever release it.
What? They should release it next week?
No. Wait, but I thought the what was it, Evie interview was this week, and then it seems that is not the one for this week.
No, it looks like there's a different one for this week.
What happened? Can I ask what happened? Is it okay for me to ask what happened? You don't have to answer what happened if you don't want to talk about it. But, yeah. No, you should just sit on that interview and not release it. And no one ever has to hear me ramble and say the same point 5 times in a row because I didn't know what else to say.
Are we supposed to ever know what to say? Have you gone to this stream? That's like 70% of this stream.
Oh, here I don't care if I know what to say. But, like, I assume when people listen to podcasts that maybe they kind of are expecting people on the podcast to know what to say.
Says whom?
The dummy article was the original plan, and we thought maybe we could get the interview ready for this week and bump that other one back. Okay. I see.
But the interview did not go this week.
Didn't quite have all the pieces ready after all. It'll be next week almost certainly.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
cool,
which
though.
means that mine can't be next week, and it also can't be the week after that. And at that point, you should just wait for Christmas. Like before or after Christmas for Satan.
I mean...
Because then it'll only be like an extra week to wait on it, just so that you can be like, Merry Christmas, here's Satan.
I mean...
Here's
that
God's
will-
other child. Sort of. Something. We're all God's children, supposedly.
Don't get me on a Christian rant.
Go on a Christian rant. Christian
No.
rant. Christian rant. Christian rant.
No.
Okay, I'll let Mick decide. Christian rant? Do we want to hear a Sharky Christian rant?
Yeah, let's hear Christian rant from Sharky.
There you have it. Our special guest requests a Christian rant from Sharky. Go. Are you going to deny our special guest their request?
We're never finishing this game.
We are finishing this game the same way we eventually finished Arcade Spirits, and the same way we are eventually finishing Code Realize. It just takes a while, because we're us. So, about that Christian rant.
No.
Yeah. Sharky commentary on something. We are all God's children something. Didn't know God was Zeus, but I guess he gets around.
It's not a literal thing.
Except for Jesus.
Jesus is complicated.
Christian rant! Christian rant!
I am not knowledgeable enough to do the whole Jesus discussion, though.
Yeah, but I'm
Because
not
the
asking for a
Trinity-
knowledgeable discussion. I'm asking for a rant.
Because the Trinity is a complicated mess. That doesn't fully make sense.
Rant. Go.
No, I'm not ranting.
Why not?
Because I do enough ranting.
You absolutely do not.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. That's usually something you leave to me to do.
A non-zero amount is still too much.
Are you saying that I rant too much, Sharky?
No.
That's very rude.
I'm
of you.
saying it in regards to me specifically.
Are you saying that you think you're really, really special?
No.
And that normal rules don't apply to you? Whoa.
No. That is not what I said.
That's essentially what you just said.
No.
That's essentially what you just said.
No. No.
Anyway, so all of us are waiting on this Christian rant now.
Plus, I did a whole 3-hour Christian thingy on the podcast.
I don't think the RN High School Host Club part counts as a Christian rant.
That was still an interesting thing to bring up during it, though. That I didn't even mean to bring up.
I'm also like, well, there was a particular thing that I mentioned in my interview that I'm like, this is not the correct time for that to go up. I don't want anyone reading more into what I said than what I meant. But people will almost definitely read more into it if it goes up right now. So, please, no.
We don't know what you said. Only that's between you and Courtney Royce.
It was about judging other countries according to the LGBTQIA progress standards of the US and the West, and how it is unfair to judge Japan sometimes on their inclusion or whatever, because I believe currently Japan still hasn't even actually legalized gay marriage. They're not in the same place. It would be great for them to also get there, but it's unfair to judge other countries on Western standards. However, there's currently a lot of Qatar discourse.
Because of the World Cup.
Exactly. So, right now especially, absolutely do not put that in.
Yeah, I mean, if there's something you want to cut, they can cut it.
The entire thing.
They're not gonna cut the entire interview.
Okay. You can keep the introduction where I say, "Hi, I'm Satan," and then cut everything else.
Then what would be the point of having you on?
There is no point. And then at that point, then just cancel that episode.
May, can you talk any sense into Satan?
I would love to hear your interview.
But what if you didn't?
But what if I did?
But what if you couldn't?
But what if I did?
Next couple. We can trim it. We can make it shorter, but the length can't be a zero amount.
Yeah, well, the audio recording was 2 hours and 40-something minutes, so, what if you trimmed an entire hour and a half? What if you returned to your 50-minute episodes, eh?
I mean, how long was my recording?
4 hours, I believe Royce said.
No, it wasn't. When rounding up, it was 4 hours. I would have to actually go into my Google
we
Drive.
recorded for just short of 3 hours, and then we continued chatting for 2 more hours.
Yeah.
And then it was 11:45, and I went, whoops, I haven't had dinner yet, and now Courtney also needs to go get food. And then I ate dinner at 1 a.m. that night.
know where that... Oh, geez, that hard drive. I don't know where it's stored. I know it. I have it on my Google Drive, but the Google Drive doesn't.
If you
say
ask
the
for
link.
too many cuts, we'll have no choice but to mail you a katana engraved with no cuts, a la Miyazaki.
No cuts.
I don't see a problem with receiving a katana.
Yeah, I don't think that's actually going to be a problem.
I'm not sure that's the deterrent that you think it is.
Yeah, I think mine was like 3 hours and 30 minutes, if I remember right. So mine wasn't like a full 4 hours. It was like 3.5, maybe
Well,
like 3:40.
We'll see
At
how
most.
many awkward pauses there were for how long, because I know there were a few pauses.
I'm surprised they got 30 minutes of pauses cut out for mine, cause I'm like, I don't think I shut up during that.
We went silent a few times during mine, but I feel like they were only for a couple seconds each. But we'll see how much else gets cut. Maybe you can help reduce the number of times I say and like.
I mean, I also say and like a lot.
My problem is I have a tendency of ending sentences on And then I go, yeah.
I don't think I'm much better.
You are.
Sharky's
Sharky's the bestest.
Now you're just lying.
Okay, Mick is the bestest.
Okay, now that's true.
I think Satan is the bestest.
That is
Also
absolutely
true.
untrue.
Also true.
That is absolutely untrue.
Also
This
very
implies
true.
that Satan is good, and Satan is absolutely not good.
Satan is great.
But Satan is not good. I cringe at every one of my when rereading podcast transcripts.
Oh yeah. I get that. I did actually reread the transcripts while while I was talking with my art friend when they were going through it and doing live commentary. And I was like, oh, I repeat myself a lot. I repeat myself a lot.
Yeah, but then I go back to the same point again for a third or fourth time, and I was realizing that I was doing it, and I was like, but I can't stop myself. I don't know. I just really want to hammer in this point right now, I guess, and that's probably too much. And so you should just trim all of those away.
Next thing you're gonna say is it needs to be non-existent.
Yeah. It does.
No cuts! No cuts!
I was just saying, they were saying afterwards, remember when we had 50 minutes an episode? And I am just encouraging you to return to the time of 50-minute episodes, and also only 10 of those minutes should be me.
I repeat myself all the time. If our listeners had an issue with it, they wouldn't be here. Also, I think it's very hard for them to have 50-minute episodes when they have the Sharky interview, which is 3 flipping hours. I kind of skew those numbers.
Yeah, but the rest of the episodes could start going back to 50 minutes, starting with mine. You have to start somewhere. In fact, to balance out Sharky's, you should make mine 20 minutes. How else will you ever
No.
get to 50? I mean, if you only do 50s and you have a 3-hour, it's not gonna get back down to 50.
And then Royce contributes new thoughts on some episodes. Oh.
Yeah. Sorry for not giving you enough moments to speak, Royce.
I mean, that also was a thing during our interview with my, like, it was basically, it felt like a back and forth with me and Courtney, and then Royce was like, I have a thought here and now that I'm going to interject.
Yeah. But Royce has good thoughts.
Oh, Royce has great thoughts. That's how we got the whole Columbine discussion in the interview.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't have anything that deep, I don't think.
Sorry, Christian trauma.
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah,
not
see,
something-
I didn't have a good topic like Christian trauma or military asexuality.
You just need to be you, Satan. That's enough.
Yeah, you have good stories about, I don't know, your
I do?
tech stuff and being around awful people.
I didn't even get into, like,
Okay.
deep trauma stuff.
I feel like the conversation is paced better with two people, so I only pop in as needed. Okay.
That's for part 2. That's for if I ever dive deep into the deep trauma stuff on here as well. Because I'm assuming I probably don't want to get into the deep trauma on the podcast for my first time talking about it on the internet.
I mean, I felt so bad talking about that in the interview, though, because I'm just like, yeah, I'm talking about just Christians discussing that other people are just gonna murder them willy-nilly. And
Or
that is...
rather, maybe it's more accurate to say I probably don't want to dive into any deep trauma on a podcast that I have not at least told Sharky at some point.
I listened to the podcast. This is a new story.
Yeah, that was the reaction I had during yours, but it wasn't like you were avoiding telling me about it. I think it just never came up.
Which part?
For one thing, when Courtney was asking how you, like, basically reconciled
Oh yeah, but that,
queerness
and
with Christianity, and I was like, yeah, I've never actually asked you that.
yeah, and I don't think you care to know that. Is the
I mean,
thing,
it's interesting. It's just not a thing that I think to ask.
It's like,
Wait, I forget. You said your parents are religious, but are you religious?
I'm not. I mean, I don't even know if I ever used to be, but my parents are, but I'm not.
Fair enough.
yeah.
They forced me to go to church up until the point that I left the house. So
Yeah, my parents gave up on church about when I was 6 or 7, I think. And then we didn't go anymore, and now I don't talk to any of my old high school friends because of them being shitty and talking shit about me, apparently.
I mean, I
And
stopped.
they're like, why don't you have any friends here? And I'm like, because they suck and I made friends elsewhere?
I mean, I stopped going to church basically 8th grade.
But my parents only treat church as like a social gathering spot.
Oh, yeah.
Not as like anything to do with religion.
I mean, the way that I distinctly remember in 7th grade, my parents, when I would, because I had to go to church for confirmation because of how the confirmation process is, like, we went to church, we listened to the pastor ramble for a while, but like, the main thing was that after church, my parents would get together with friends who went to the church, and they would just like go to a place and have breakfast. and just socialize.
Yeah, so my mom is now like, why don't you have more friends here? We should never have stopped going to church. And I'm like, well, I don't have friends here anymore because they are terrible. And I don't think that going to church and making church friends
That
would have
wouldn't
been the
help them, eh?
solution for me.
No, it wouldn't have. No.
I think I literally signed off the interview with like, thanks for having me and overthrow God.
Wow.
That sounds awesome. I would want that as my tagline.
So now you have a tagline for when you do part 2.
And maybe you'll get a bunch of other people that want to overthrow God, and then you can form an RPG party.
I was wondering if you were about to say form a cult.
I mean, you probably could form a cult.
I do not think I'm charismatic enough to form a cult by any means.
That's how I feel about myself, not you.
I mean,
I'm
I
not
guess hopefully none of us should aim to start cults.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not charismatic to go out of my way and even make friends. People just
That
like,
doesn't
be
mean
like-
that you're not charismatic. It just means that you're not trying.
no. People just look at me and be like, "We're friends now."
That sounds
Thanks.
charisma to me.
No.
Surprise.
No.
Sharky actually has a charisma score of 20 that he just never uses.
No, I don't.
I don't
Do you
know. I
hear
think chat likes you a lot.
And chat likes you a lot
Yeah, I don't know why.
for your high charisma score.
Absolutely untrue. Maybe they
That
like
would-
me by association because of your high charisma score.
No.
Uh-huh.
Uh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Can somebody tell Satan they're wrong?
Nope.
I like you because you're Satan.
Oh no.
What do you mean?
People aren't supposed to like me.
That's what I say. Stop stealing my lines.
Yeah, you said to stop stealing your bit, and I said it's not a bit if I mean it.
And I meant it too.
Yeah, but you're just wrong.
And what does that make you?
A hypocrite. I've never denied being a hypocrite, okay? And thanks, Nick.
Courtney and Royce are like, what are we gonna do with these two?
Both of y'all cut the fuck out. How about that? Sorry, you're gonna have to take that no cuts katana and cut it out of us.
Send it to both of us and say, cut it out.
Wait, did this line get read? It's been forever and I don't remember. It's been like 20 minutes. And we never got that Christian rant.
I can reread it.
It's okay.
Sorry it fucked up your street.
Whatever. They can wait. I'll record something and post it later this week. They don't all have to be live. I've been thinking about cutting down on the amount of them I post. Anyway, it's a lot of work.
Yep, you're both officially getting a cut it out katana when we meet. How are we supposed to take it back on the plane? Wait, that's the plot. That's their plot.
That's their plot on making us stay in Kansas.
We arrive, they give us a katana, and we can't go back because we can't take it on the plane, and we can't just not take it. That
A
would be
constant
rude.
reminder to be. You just hang it up like in your living room. This is a constant reminder to be nice to ourselves. It's a katana.
I know a guy.
Oh yes, we do know the I Know a Guy story.
Yes. The story that you couldn't tell on the stream.
But I also assumed that like the first time I meet them in person would be if I possibly move out there.
You know,
Have you decided if you're moving?
I'm moving somewhere. I just don't know where because
See.
I have like 11 months before I move.
Sharky, have you considered what I've basically said, which is, well, if I was going to move there, I would probably visit first.
I don't visit places. What are you talking about?
Do you need to cut your rent prices, concern?
Courtney and Royce are having too much fun.
The correct amount of fun. But no, I would probably want to like visit first.
I don't
Make
visit
sure that
places.
they don't like fucking hate my guts if they meet me in person before I move over there and burden them with my existence.
See, here's the thing. Me moving out there and me seeing them are two very different things.
But also, I mean, I would probably just want to make sure that I wouldn't hate the city.
I don't go places, Satan.
Uh-huh.
So what does it care if I hate the city? I don't go anywhere.
We're even willing to move the taxidermy and clown painting in it if that would be an issue for you. Once again, I think the only issue with staying over if I visited is actually that I would have to be on a plane and I would feel bad staying in your home after being on a plane, considering... Yeah.
So really, I don't see the problem in moving to a place I've never been to for me.
Yeah, I do a lot of streaming too. It's about 10 times more exhausting than it should be.
That is true.
Says the one who has been basically streaming on every off day now. And is planning to stream probably tomorrow.
Look, I didn't stream last Thursday. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but like probably tomorrow you said, and you didn't.
And I didn't stream
yesterday.
last Tuesday.
So last week you didn't, but this week you're gonna make up for it.
Well, it's more I'm making up for the fact that I'm not going to be streaming on the 10th.
10th?
Yeah, because I have Pathfinder that day.
Mm.
We're finally finishing our Act 1 of that campaign after like 6 or 7 years.
Wow, congratulations.
You know, there was a whole pandemic. It was made it a little hard, and then like people have lives and jobs where they have to travel like every month or every other month.
See, I feel like at that point it's a little misleading to say 6 or 7 years if 2 of those years didn't actually involve playing.
We started that long ago.
Yeah, but you weren't playing the whole time, so it's misleading to say.
I mean, it also isn't a weekly thing. It was never a weekly thing like it was for like ours.
Yeah. Is
So, like-
for ours is still ongoing. It better still be ongoing.
Well, yes, but like I mean the sense of like it was like once a month at best. So it was like a much slower thing.
I just want to know why my captioner is saying, yeah, is Ferrera SARS?
The captioner's just drunk. It's fine.
The captioner is more drunk than me? That's
the caption.
unfair.
At one point when I said Courtney and Royce, the captioner said Courtney and Rice.
Oh, it frequently does Rice for Royce's name. Which is strange because I feel like Royce is a perfectly common name.
Royce
and this
is a
time it said Bryce.
Apparently, Royce doesn't have a name according to the captioner.
Now it said Roy's. Oh! So if I say Roy's possessive, then it... Nope. Sometimes a Roy's possessive might be a Royce.
Oh, man.
The
We should
number of
probably get a-
delivery services that think we're saying an order for rice pepper is astonishing.
Oh.
You smile.
What? We smile?
You smile.
Are we ending it here?
Sure.
I mean, I just say because it's been like 2 hours.
Yeah, and then we're just gonna keep chatting for another 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we were probably going
Or
to be
20
chatting
minutes.
for
Or
yeah,
hour.
we're probably going to. We're not going to be chatting for an hour. I know that for a fact.
You don't have work tomorrow.
Yeah, but I still had to get up at stupid o'clock
Why?
because I'd work today.
Because I sent you stupid translations at 3 a.m. my time?
That wasn't me. Did I respond to that after I got up for work? Or did I respond to that when I woke up in the middle of the night?
You responded pretty quickly afterwards, so I assume the middle of the night?
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it more later. That's already 6 a.m. for you.
I wake up at disgusting times. I have a problem with sleeping.
Royce's last name is also not Pepper, but I'm just now realizing that you don't know what it actually is. Oops. That's correct, but I assumed that it was not in fact Pepper.
I think I've seen
Hello, everyone.
it.
Hello.
Because I think it's tied to the
Ba ba ba.
the recording.
Oh,
Not
is
the
it?
recording. I think I've seen it in regards to like the recaps and stuff at one point. But I could be wrong. I don't remember what it is.
I don't know. Corey.
Heck if I know. Yes, hello. We were actually just
On a tangent, actually.
on a tangent.
I think Sharky was about to say ending, but I don't know if we're
No,
actually about to end.
No, we're probably
We're
gonna
about
talk
done
about, I
with
don't
the
know.
game, but we are not
We're
done
just-
with the stream.
We're just gonna go full circle and start talking about like Pokemon Red and Blue or something.
Actually, I haven't gone back to the main menu in a while. Tangents are fun. Well, that's all we do, really.
Like tangents in math?
I mean, no one said those aren't fun? Well, maybe. Probably someone has said that's not fun. Oh, we're missing a Yolanda CG.
Oh, probably with one of the other choices, I guess.
Probably. And we have one Inaya.
Ew,
A
math.
bunch of thingies that we haven't... Ooh, game ending. I guess it's sort of like we're on Inaya route in terms of just Inaya being MC rather than Dateable as a route.
Yes.
Because it seems like it goes...
Consecutively.
That's not the word I was looking for. Sequentially.
Hmm.
I was gonna say consequentially, and I was like, that's not the word I was looking for.
The captioner thought I said Italy, by the way. We're going Italy.
All right. I was just informed that if you go to Italy, Florence is the city to go to. So I guess we're going to Florence. But
mean, that
also
doesn't
I
surprise
wanted
me.
to hit Venice.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
You've been saying that for a while.
I've been saying that basically since Final Fantasy 15 came out.
Yep. Which, that's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That and Adorables.
I actually need to renew my passport because it just expired in like September.
I've never had a passport.
That checks out for you.
I've got a couple of years left on my passport, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one day I want to go to Japan.
Okay, Japan trip, go.
I would need a passport.
Well, then get one!
Need to figure out how to get a passport.
Captioner, how did you get...
Pretty
Well,
sure
then
you could go
get
to the
one and
post
come up with,
office to
well,
get a
thank you,
passport.
Moana.
Oh, what'd you say, Mick?
Said I'm pretty sure you can just go to the post office to get a passport.
I think you have to send in paperwork or something. Yeah. You might be able to do that paperwork at the post office, but then they send it to you later, I believe. I know the process for renewing the passport, because Mango is telling me about it. Because they just did it, I don't know, a couple of years ago, a year or two ago. And it's like, oh, you have to fill in this paperwork, submit an updated photo, put your passport in an envelope with the stuff, and then send it in, and then wait like a couple months for them to process it.
Yeah, I just looked up how to get a passport.
Similar?
For my state. 6 to 9 weeks.
For your state? Passports are a national thing. It's a federal thing, because it's country.
Yeah, but like it's just like here's where to like go to and stuff. It's not like the state is issuing it.
Then is it actually different for your state in particular?
No, it's just but like here's just like what to expect for like just where to go and stuff. But yeah, just 6 to 9 weeks to get it.
Yeah. And like it's holiday time too, so they're probably extra slow.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I should probably get that renewed very soon if I want to go anywhere. I also awkwardly have the very like, I don't know, I feel really uncomfortable with the idea of going to a country where I don't speak the language at least a little bit, but I can't go learning every language.
Yeah, that's a little hard.
But like, I mean, technically I've gone to Korea and only known a few words, which I think was more studying than the other people in my group did to go to Korea. But I feel bad. Sure, you can. Hang on. Cade, can you hit me with that one spell of knowing or understanding all the languages?
Sorry, we haven't taken a long rest.
No, I need Cade to reach out from beyond the game and hit me personally, myself. And I've taken... I guess it's a lie to say that I've taken an 8-hour sleep rest. I have not done that. But I've done like 6 or 7 hour rests, I think. Yeah, like 6 or 7.
Yeah, but that's a thing that I should do at some point. One day.
You make it sound like you're not going to really try.
I'm not going to try right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't expect you to try at 11:49 p.m.
If you learned a Romance language before, you can understand other Romance language to a point.
Knowing Spanish has allowed me to read Italian, where I can understand most of what I read, enough to get the idea of what was being said. Yeah, I studied French for a good long while, but it's also been quite a while. So that only partially counts. And then in terms of trying to transfer that to any other language, then it's very minimal. But
See, the thing, I'm bad with languages in general, including English.
One of the things that I didn't mention on the podcast, even though I talked about not being super connected to like Chinese culture, is I cannot speak Cantonese. I cannot read Chinese. Oh well.
So it'd be very hard for me to learn, like, being like, I'm going to go on a trip and learn this other language beforehand, or at least some of it. But I'm very bad with
I
with
think
languages.
I ended up with only being able to say like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 words in Korean. But most importantly, I learned how to say thank you because I really don't want to be that rude asshole. I would like to know at least enough to be able to be polite. And then, at some point I was discussing it on like a train or something, and then some random person on the train interrupted my conversation with my friend to teach us an easier way of saying thank you in Korean. However, that was about 3 years ago, like just about 3 years ago on the dot almost, and I absolutely do not remember either term for thanks now. Though I'd probably recognize it, I guess, if I heard it again. I can't hear the difference between Chinese and Cantonese, but then my Chinese is minimal and I don't come across Cantonese very often to better listen to it and find those differences. You mean Cantonese and Mandarin. Cantonese is a Chinese. It's a dialect. Chinese is the overall language. But they sound quite different. They have the same like tonation thing, but like the sounds in question may be totally different. Yeah, they don't sound alike. Or there are some things that are in common. And I mean, for that matter, the same way as Romance languages, I guess. Like, if you know Chinese, you know a fair number of Japanese words. And, like, kanji is literally Chinese characters in terms of the Japanese, like, written systems. But Chinese is the overall language, including writing. And the writing part is the same across all the dialects. But like a Cantonese speaker and a Mandarin speaker could not actually have a conversation necessarily because some of the words are so different. But I did once have a Taiwanese roommate who invited a guy without telling me to stay in our shared room, like bedroom, and didn't tell me that he was staying over. And then he just, like, we're having some kind of conversation, and I caught a snippet of like a snippet of him saying like, oh, I haven't even brushed my teeth yet. And I was like, that can't be right. And then it was, because then he got into her bed. I always hesitate to use Mandarin because my Chinese teacher early on was like, that's just what it's known in the West. Is your Chinese teacher a native Mandarin speaker? Primarily, like from... Because here's the thing. If you speak Cantonese as your primary dialect, you are certainly not just calling Mandarin Chinese. Because that's Cantonese and all of the other dialects' erasure, which I think the Chinese government would be very happy about. But, like, Mandarin's not Chinese overall. my parents certainly don't just refer to Mandarin as Chinese, because we refer to Cantonese as Chinese. So, that's where I'm like, that sounds like a person from the majority erasing more minority dialects, and Cantonese is, luckily enough, I guess, like the next largest dialect, though it's certainly not the only one. But like, no one who speaks Cantonese primarily is calling Mandarin just Chinese. That's that's definitely a thing that I think only like mainland China people who don't really respect the other dialects as much would probably say. Nuance.
It's important.
I think my parents would probably get very mad at me if I just referred to Mandarin as Chinese and then called Cantonese something separate. We did talk about other dialects, but yeah, that kind of stuck with me, so I wasn't sure if it was one of those things that wasn't okay to say. But I think if you're talking about various, like if you're talking about Chinese versus like Italian, right? Well, then of course you're going to say Chinese because you're talking about full language systems. But if you're talking about Cantonese and Chinese, then essentially what you've said is Chinese and Chinese. So that makes no sense. At which point you are implying that Cantonese is not Chinese, which is erasure. And I mean, there's a whole political thing around, like, basically the Chinese government trying to enforce Mandarin as the Chinese, like the standard Chinese everywhere, where like Hong Kong primarily speaks Cantonese, but more and more, I think especially with social media and everything, and like TikTok and that kind of thing, like the written systems are the same, but I think like with media, because the Chinese government wants to push Mandarin, and like I remember reading about some drama in schools where I think the Chinese government was trying to enforce teaching Mandarin over Cantonese in Hong Kong, despite what was supposed to be the one country, two systems thing, which they have been totally ignoring. So about those world politics. Sorry, I'm just ranting on things that I guess Sharky and Mick probably can't chime in on.
I'm a white guy. I can't chime in on like this.
I know.
I'm learning.
I'm specifically a person who shouldn't be chiming in on this.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad. Thanks for listening to my rant. I'm glad it makes sense.
And I mean, like, it's not like you were saying it in, like, a you're wrong type thing. It's like this is a problem.
You know, in that especially sensitive way. Because I've also, when I was in, like, high school, and, you know, my parents speak Cantonese primarily.
Yeah.
My mom also knows a good amount of Mandarin, but you know, Cantonese is the thing that was most spoken in Hong Kong, and then they lived in Hong Kong before they moved here, and so like the Chinese that I know is Cantonese. If someone speaks Mandarin to me, I have absolutely no idea what they're saying. If someone speaks Cantonese to me, I can't respond in Cantonese, but I do understand it. And like, I had one of those shitty high school people I don't talk to anymore, had been basically saying, like, oh, Cantonese is the angry sounding one, and Mandarin is the pretty melodic one. And, like, Mandarin is the pretty dialect. All the other dialects are ugly and angry sounding. And it's just like, bitch, shut up. I think that, like, some dialects can sound harsher, but I also think that it's incredibly reductive to say that Mandarin is always pretty and that Cantonese is always angry sounding. That's just not true. Which is another of those, like, mainlander bias type things in which, as the majority, technically, of China, like, that's the kind of mindset, is like this Mandarin superiority, basically. So it's just like, so for me, I find that very frustrating, because it's like, your Chinese isn't better than my dialect of Chinese. They're both Chinese. Like, fucking chill. Yes,
Oh yes.
I'm usually the one that's on the social media
like,
account outside of our going live posts. So when I responded, that was me responding.
I'm not the one who really checks that.
You post on the account when I say, Sharky, you're doing socials today.
Cause I'm the one. I'm just the type of person where, like, I don't know what I would, like, retweet or anything like that, and I definitely don't know what I would ever, like, actually tweet myself. So it's kind of just like,
I treat Twitter approximately how I treat Tumblr, which is, I'm just gonna retweet things. You want me to say things of my own? No, I just retweet things.
I didn't specify saying it in my comment. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I when I saw that, I knew you weren't mentioning me, because I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, that was from that one discussion that I hopped on specially for death community stuff.
Oh, okay.
That I was like, ooh, that's exciting, because a Chinese friend of Courtney's is, like, writing a book with, like, it's like a horror book but tying in some, like, Chinese elements. So I was like, ooh, that's really exciting. Please keep me posted so that I can keep an eye out for it, because obviously for me that is very relevant.
Oh yeah, that's very relevant for you.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. And I think I liked that, or I liked Louise's tweet, and then I think I switched over to my personal Twitter to retweet it and follow. So then hopefully I should be able to keep an eye out better. You know, assuming that Twitter doesn't go down in flames between now and when the book comes out, which is not a safe assumption, but...
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Twitter be on fire.
For that matter, Courtney at the end of the podcast was like, tell the people where they can find you. Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, I was saying that Twitter is on fire. People are trying to get me to go to Hive, but I don't know if I'm going to or not. I mean, I already snagged my name, but... Oh,
I saw a thing last night that the @ is not exclusive, which is concerning, because that means that people can impersonate you. There is no snagging a handle, I guess, because other people can take the same handle, apparently, and I don't know how that's supposed to work.
How is that supposed to work?
Yeah, I saw a screenshot. So, like, if you go and search Genshin Impact, you will find a bunch of people who are at Genshin Impact.
Oh, no. So then the people so they're grabbing names, that's pointless.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I saw a screenshot of it, and I haven't actually signed up for it, and I went, oh, that's concerning. Maybe they're not actually ready for this level of people to all migrate over.
No, not at all at that point.
Yeah, they did get an influx of like almost 1 million people, right?
I don't know exactly, but that wouldn't be surprising. I mean, Tumblr gained so many people that it slowed down that one night.
Right.
And
I thought
Tumblr's
about
already
making a
established.
Tumblr, but I don't really know how Tumblr works.
Neither do I.
Everyone else is like, I don't know how Tumblr works, and I am like, I am a Tumblr gremlin. I am one of the Tumblrinas.
Yeah, but I don't think I can like, I don't know, I can't post stuff like I normally post, right? Like
On Tumblr?
you just
Um,
re-blog things.
I mean,
No,
you
you
can
can,
post
right?
things.
You can post things. I mean, that.
I would say that the culture of things can be a little different, where like people do post a little differently, but I mean, you're certainly not limited to only reblogging. You can definitely just
Right.
post your own stuff. Yeah, it's just a sort of different culture on Tumblr, which is a
Right.
lot more chaotic. Like, I think there was a post that I saw go around at one point that was like, yeah, see, Tumblr is where the gremlins and stuff live, because on Twitter, right, you can't go saying, like, I'm going to assassinate this public figure. You absolutely should not write that on Twitter. But on Tumblr, it's not that crazy to have a post going around where someone's like, hey, Japan had the right idea. Hey, so about those other shitty world leaders out there. That just goes around. That becomes a very popular thing. It's just like, yep, well, we agree. And I think one of the things about Tumblr is that there's a lot of baked in anonymity, I guess, like into the culture of it. So yeah. Also, there's no like verified type of thing. So there is absolutely an account called like OHhhh official. It's not OHhhh official. It's not OHhhh. It's just some random person who claims OHhhh official. No, but OHhhh official is like the one I reference because it's one that actively like shit posts and adds to random things with the most chaotic kind of comments. And people are like, OHhhh official wrote that? And then the people who have been on Tumblr for a long time just go, oh, you're new here. But, oh. Okay, let me catch up on the comments. Hungry Bones, middle grade, hungry ghost stories from a Chinese American perspective. Yeah! I saw a tweet today where someone said someone was impersonating them and they had responded about handling it, but not sure if it was because that person was verified on Twitter or if they would do that for others. We are not convinced we'll go elsewhere at all, but we've heard of accessibility issues on Hive. The app is a bit
Hive doesn't
buggy,
really have any.
and it is sad that they don't have accessibility options implemented yet, but they stated they are planning on adding those. They also stated they are working on implementing verification as well.
I didn't think a lot of people like, I don't know, some people are like, they want alt text, and then people are like, oh, well, you can just do what people do on Twitter and just post it in the post, and they're getting mad at the people that want alt text, and I don't understand.
I mean, that sounds just like ableism to a degree.
Yeah.
Because, like...
I saw Chi-Chi tweeted about, like, people who were complaining about people wanting alt text and stuff, and being like, a lot of you are very annoying. And I'm like, yeah, a lot of people are, because yes, you can come up with workarounds, and that might work, but it's not it's not a sufficient thing to just be like, oh, here are workarounds every time for accessibility issues. You want the actual implementation.
That puts the onus on the people instead of...
And they're not going
exactly.
Yeah.
Like Twitter, I think, had started doing like, hey, remember to add alt text to your image when you add an image sometimes. And like that's the kind of thing that really helps, because some people, sometimes I forget. And, you know, it's like, hey, by the way, you should alt this. And like if you have just leave it up to the people to remember to do it in the thread, there's a lot of people who aren't going to.
Yeah. I wish there was a way to add alt text to like things that you post from the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well, in general, I wish that I could, or I don't think you can, to like save a post from the Switch as a draft rather than posting it.
I don't think so.
That's what I'd really like, because the Switch has a thing that you can like send your screenshots and stuff to your phone, I guess, but it has never worked for me.
I was gonna say that it doesn't work for me.
It does not work. My phone immediately disconnects.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never tried that.
It always fails for me. I've tried it a few times and it always fails. And I have 2 phones, so both phones, it has never worked. So I'm like, this isn't an issue with my phone specifically. This is an issue with whatever they set up. So I like, well, if I could just save it as a draft post on Twitter, then I could retrieve whatever image from drafts. But I can't do that.
That makes me feel better, since I thought it was just me.
Oh no, that's just broken. I do wish companies in general would treat.
I actually didn't even know that was a
accessibility
feature.
stuff. What? Oh, to
Just-
send it to your phone. It got
Yeah.
added at some point. It wasn't always available as a feature, but it did get added at some point. And I mean, Sharky, you know, I've been like sending you the pictures that I've been taking directly from my phone, right?
Yeah.
That'd be so much easier for me, right? If I
Oh,
could
yeah,
just
it
take a
would.
screenshot, save it as like a Twitter draft or something, and then save it from
Send it.
drafts to my phone.
Yeah.
Rather than, okay, I have to post it if I want to get the actual image to then send along. But then I should delete that tweet because I'm not actually trying to tweet it. I'm just trying to get the image to my phone.
Yeah.
Or to like a desktop or literally just off my Switch. That also, you know, is very annoying if I'm trying to get multiple images. Like, I have to tweet all of these images to get them onto my phone. Really?
Yeah. What do you think is gonna happen to Twitter?
I expect that because they don't have their dev teams properly staffed, something is going to break that is absolutely critical, and no one's going to know how to fix it. And then, like, instead of a couple minutes outage kind of thing, it might turn into multiple days. Because I know one of the things that someone mentioned was like, oh, the team for the service that serves tweets is completely empty. It's gone. And I'm like, that's bad. That would be the service that shows tweets. If that goes down and no one knows how to fix it, and it's gonna probably take a couple days for anyone to like figure out the system to fix it, that would probably mean multiple days in which you just can't see any tweets.
Yeah.
At which point I'm like, Twitter is kind of fucked.
Everyone
if
would be gone.
multiple days
Yeah.
go
'Cause I
by
keep-
where they can't show any tweets. Sorry, what were you about to say, Mick?
Oh, I was just gonna say that I keep seeing people that are like not versed in tech saying that I guess people are overreacting and that.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I'm essentially, and I saw, I think it was some Twitter engineer that is gone now, had said in a news article, like, Twitter's coasting right now. Twitter is essentially just coasting, and it'll keep running until it stops. and then it will have stopped, basically. And I've been comparing it to like they're asleep at the wheel, and the car is going, and there's a cliff at some point, and I don't know how far that cliff is, but they're asleep at the wheel, and it's set to drive. Good luck! Because essentially, I would say it's basically pretty comparable at this point to like, think of during holiday times when everyone has like the day off. Like, yeah, Twitter functions over weekends, even though most of the employees aren't like actually working over the weekend, kind of thing, or at least they weren't before Musk. But that doesn't mean that their jobs are unnecessary. It just means like, oh yeah, this will keep functioning over the weekend, and then they'll come back and do whatever. And sometimes that's improvements, sometimes that's bug fixes, kind of thing. It's not, stand at a machine and crank the handle so that it runs. It's just, it's doing its thing. But also with the content moderation team, like, heavily gutted, if not gone, I think.
Oh, I think they're completely gone.
Is it completely gone?
I think they're completely gone, and also, the system doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, I know two-factor authentication was down for a while, and then maybe they brought it back.
So like people have been posting stuff, and like I think it took like hours upon hours for it to actually get noticed.
Spam and bots and stuff will certainly get worse, especially if the people behind them know that there's less of a force to contend with to like stop them.
Oh yeah, I've gotten an influx of bots in my inbox.
Same. Especially on our Ace's Twitter. So I'm like, yeah. So like quality of life kind of thing on Twitter decreases from that. And then also, if things break, it's gonna take longer to fix because there's not the expertise on the system to know how to fix it. If you find a critical bug, if some critical security flaw comes out, like those are not gonna get fixed in a timely manner. Basically all of the things that are like, guys, Twitter, could you do something about this? All of that's gonna take way longer. So any urgent things that come up, it's just fucked. Like, it might keep running, but it's gonna degrade as an experience, and it might stop. It might just stop.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
This is what happens when a billionaire who has no idea how to buys a social media company.
Also, I don't
But he
know
shouldn't have been
if
allowed to
he
do
did-
that.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been able to do that. This is like, I don't know, like this should show people that billionaires shouldn't be able to do stuff like this.
He has so many fanboys still who are still jumping to defend him on any post. Any post that criticizes him, there's still like, and I do mean fanboys for the most part, are jumping to defend him and talk about how great and smart he is and how actually all of these moves are correct. And it's like, no, he has no idea what he's doing.
He's making it up as he goes along badly.
And people think it's some stroke of brilliance.
I keep seeing tweets from him. I was like, I didn't see any tweets from him until he bought Twitter, essentially.
Oh, I think I had muted him like 6 months ago or something like that.
I heard that people who had blocked him were suddenly finding that he had been unblocked because apparently he went around removing himself from people's blocks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently that was a thing, that because he is a thin-skinned crybaby, he was apparently upset, I guess, that people had blocked him. And a lot of people, of course, had blocked him recently. So apparently, he went around undoing blocks of his account or something. Like, multiple people reported, like, they had him blocked and suddenly he was no longer blocked and they hadn't unblocked him.
That's a problem.
That's a whiny crybaby bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still. I muted. I didn't block. I just muted.
Yeah, I never blocked or muted him, and I did have his tweets come up here and there just because I'm in tech and I follow people in tech. So
yeah,
mostly the people I followed, for the vast majority, were people who were going to criticize him even though they were in tech. But there's also a lot of fanboys in tech, and I've had plenty of, like, just people around me or, like, coworkers or stuff raving about how smart he is or whatever, and I'm like, he absolutely is not. He also apparently got into a feud with Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails, like, yesterday or something.
Yes, he did.
And of all the insults, he went for crybaby. And I'm like, you know, until this time, I knew he was, like, an egotistical, narcissistic asshole. But I didn't know just how much he had in common with Trump directly. And now I do. But yeah, I'm like... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, he went for crybaby as his insult of choice, and I'm like, congratulations, Elon, you have the insult capacity of a 7-year-old. But what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say I, like, almost considered deactivating my account after I saw that he brought Trump's account back.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He basically said from
the
before,
get-go,
like, that was one of the reasons he wanted to buy Twitter, was free speech, blah, blah, blah. Which is to say, freely bigoted speech. That's, yeah, it's sort of... He told us exactly what he planned to do there, so that one's not really a surprise, but it is frustrating.
Yeah. I just hope that Trump doesn't come back.
He said he wasn't because he basically has a thing where all of his stuff has to go on that Truth Social for like 6 hours before it can go elsewhere, and...
Yeah, and most of it's... Or at least most of, like, the newsworthy type stuff... is stuff he's posting on, like, whim. So yeah. He's probably not going to go back to post it 6 hours later again because it's no longer on a whim at that point.
So, he's not going to come back, basically.
I hope that means that he stays diminished in influence.
That I don't assume.
Yeah, I mean, he's running for president again, so...
Mm-hmm.
We'll see where that all goes. I hope he fails horribly.
I do too, but I don't know. I'm very worried.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, Twitter is... Like, it's okay right now, but I don't think it's heading into a good place.
No, it's definitely not.
We already know it's not in a good direction, but it's where it's headed seems pretty doomed to me. Unless it drastically course corrects.
And with Elon Musk in the driver's seat, I don't assume that's going to happen.
basically somehow Control would have to be arrested from him, I think. But I don't know how that would even happen, because I don't know if there is any way to do that.
I mean, what? He was already basically saying that, like, bankruptcy's a possibility.
Yeah, I think he said that. He is also apparently just refusing to pay some of the bills.
Oh, yeah, some of the, like, travel expenses from before.
Travel expenses, vendor expenses,
Yep.
just in general.
He's just like, I'm not gonna pay for this. Mm-hmm.
Which I suspect would still get him, like, sued to hell.
Oh, I mean, he's more than likely gonna get sued a lot from a variety of reasons.
Yes, Captioner, he's going to get dude a lot from a variety of reasons. Mm-hmm. Makes perfect sense. Thanks, Captioner.
But
Are we ending on that depressing note? Are we gonna say anything more exciting and fun before we end? I feel like we should not end on such a depressing note.
is there anything exciting and fun to mention?
Alright,
I killed some teapots and I got that item to
Yay!
evolve, but
Awesome.
wasn't the one that I wanted, but it was the one that I had, so...
Murder the teapots. I mean, I can also try at some point to get you the other item.
That would be nice. I want to find the antique teapot because I have the item to evolve that, but I keep getting the phony one. So...
Oh well, I mean, I think the antique one's like rare. I don't know how rare, but I believe it's rare. I don't know what the percentage is on those.
That's fair.
Antique Synesty. What are the percentages?
I don't even know what the difference is between the two.
It has a stamp of authenticity on it. I believe on the bottom of it.
So is there actually a difference between
No.
the two?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's literally just kind of like how some Pokemon have like the male and female differences. There's no like it's just it has a small stamp on the bottom. That's
Wait,
it.
what is this?
There's Synesty, which is literally a cup of tea ghost,
Okay.
and it has a phony form and an antique form.
Okay.
And what the item that's used depends on if it's a phony or if it's an antique. The item that uses to evolve it. But like, there's no like stat differences or moveset differences or anything. It's literally just, oh, on the bottom's a little stamp. That's how you know it's an antique.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
It's a legit teapot. Teacup?
Yeah, that's teacup. Teapot's the evolved form.
Mm.
That's Poltegeist.
Those are two very great bad puns.
Oh, yes. They're extremely bad puns. I mean, I don't even know... Is it the same on... Is there a stamp on... Oh, yeah. There's a little flippin' stamp on the, antique version, too, for Poltegeist. But... Yeah, that's just literally the difference. Yeah.
Congratulations. Your teacup now has a verified check mark on the bottom. Okay, that's it. Thanks for everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.